Hello, it is Saturday, August 22nd at 1:17 p.m. PST, and welcome to the 3-minute dream language update. Today we're going to take a quick look at drugs and lesbian just for fun, and then we're going to dig into Donald Trump, which is the real story today. Quickly, though, I did want to mention that August 11th was the 1-year anniversary of Robin Williams' death, and we have seen a spike in Williams, which was actually on the charts we just looked at as well. It is interesting. People actually are dreaming about Robin Williams. Whether or not this is because of press coverage or just sort of an echo from the 1-year mark, I'm not really sure. But anyway, let's move on. Drugs is spiking like we saw in the stats, but it's not really. It's a spike that's within the range of sort of acceptable activity for drugs. Nothing really noteworthy. Same thing for lesbians. So those are just kind of fun ways to dig into things that are going on right now. What is trending up actually is Ashley Madison, and we've seen that in the news both when the initial data dump was threatened and now that the data has been dumped by the hackers. People are dreaming about Ashley Madison, so that's interesting to see that media flowing into. And then, as I mentioned, the big story is Donald Trump. We're seeing people dreaming about Donald Trump being elected president. People are dreaming about his toupee and other various activities with him. It's really pretty ridiculous what you can imagine. People are having his toupee suing him here and going to parties themed Donald Trump. So it extends beyond president. Basically, Donald Trump is being rung like a bell in the collective conscious of humanity right now. When you look at the news maps lately, you can tell that the media is just, it's a Trump-gasm, right? It's just crazy the amount of coverage that he's been getting for about a month now. Even today, this is real time. Donald Trump is being mentioned, although Ashley Madison is still in the press, and there's sort of some coverage of the North Korea-South Korea conflict. So this is really off the charts, though. So it's interesting to see people dreaming about Donald Trump in this kind of magnitude, whereas they normally don't. The same thing was true of Ebola, but we only started capturing stats on it halfway through the Ebola Fest back last October. But what's interesting is it's starting to appear this week, and I actually saw a headline that was Ebola suspected in New York City, but that turned out not to be Ebola. But they're still, look at the headlines that they're pushing out. Ebola isn't over yet from the New York Times. So they're keeping this idea of a disease, a contagious Ebola, active in our collective conscious, and you're seeing people, indeed, continue to dream about it. In fact, there's a spike of people dreaming about it lately, and that's why I wanted to mention it today. So Donald Trump, Ebola, keep your eyes open, and have a good one.